everyone, I'm Cami and I'm a developer advocate at Oculus who works on products and features for our developers who are helping us shape the future of VR. These videos highlight new releases, tools, and opportunities that developers like you can leverage. If you've ever considered submitting your application to the Oculus App Store or App Lab before, chances are you've thought about what you'd want your product display page or PDP to look like. In today's video, Angel and I are going to walk you through the Oculus Store Asset Guidelines. Our goal is to give you a high-level overview of the guidelines to ensure that you have the knowledge necessary to put together your PDP assets. I'll hand it off to Angel now to help us get started.
Hey folks, Angel LaBatte here. I'm a store launch manager for Oculus. The Oculus Store Asset Guidelines give specific guidance on the format and specification of your assets. These guidelines cover title cards, screenshots, and trailers from your app to market it to Oculus users. All assets must adhere to the store asset policies, which give guidance on what you can and cannot include in your PDP. Now let's take a look at the specifics in the guidelines. So we're talking branded assets. These are images users see when browsing the Oculus Store. These are intended to be eye-catching and incentivize users to click into the PDP. When building branded assets, you must include a title or text of the name of your application. This must be an exact title match to your app, be clearly visible against the background art, and be within the safe area on the image. Safe area is part of an image that will not be cropped or cut off in various use cases of the image. The Asset Guidelines documentation includes downloadable Photoshop templates that highlight the safe areas so you can ensure that your key graphics and text do not get cropped out. Your branded assets must be optimized to scale, so any text on the image must be within the safe area, regardless of how the image was scaled from its original form. Cover assets and icons include square, portrait, and landscape images of your app's marketing content. These are displayed across web browsers, mobile and PC clients, in headset, and at other places at various sizes. These are branded assets, so the aforementioned requirements definitely apply here. Cover assets do not have to be identical, but should at least be design consistent. Now, icons must measure 512 by 512 pixels and match the cover assets, showing parity with the app artwork, rather than, for example, the company or organization producing the app. None of these assets should contain transparent elements like rounded borders or absent backgrounds. In fact, the only asset that should contain transparency is the app logo, which must be delivered with a transparent background. In particular, the hero cover will be the main asset on your PDP. This asset has the same requirements as the other cover assets. The hero image will be what captures focus and attention on your PDP. While your text must also be within the safe area, you can still have fun with the graphics in the outer boundaries and play in the space. Just remember that this should be consistent with your other assets. And now, back to Cami to talk about how to handle assets showcasing your in-app experience. Take us away, Cami.
Thanks, Angel. So when you're filling out your PDP, you want to make sure that the viewer of this page has a sufficient amount of information to get them excited enough to download your application. A great way to do this is by adding screenshots or a trailer to your PDP. So first, screenshots. When you think about adding them from your app, make sure you are highlighting those that best showcase how immersive and engaging your application is in VR. Screenshots must be in landscape and reflect actual experiences in the app. What this means is that they should not include marketing text, brand assets, or badges that a user wouldn't come across while playing through your application. You may also want to include 1 to 2 mixed reality screenshots to help the user visualize themselves in the app experience. The final category of assets that you will see in the asset guidelines is about video trailers and their trailer cover. So this can be used to further convey the immersive experience from your application. And similar to a screenshot, be sure to highlight the best experience from your application that will compel users to download. You may also use your branded assets at the beginning and end of the trailer, but not throughout. Try to keep the trailer between 30 seconds to 2 minutes in length, and try to capture it at a maximum resolution. The cover image for the trailer has similar requirements as the cover landscape asset, but at a minimum, it must be consistent between your other branded assets. To capture all of these, also consider using mixed reality capture. This technology allows you to capture video that shows both VR gameplay and the player in the same frame. Given all of the assets we've shared with you today, you can also update them as you have content updates. If you want to rebrand or show updates through your assets, you must submit these changes at a minimum in a week in advance. Updates follow all of the same requirements as previously stated, additionally restricting self-badging and requiring additional specific text associated with the content or feature update. It's important to remember that before submitting, you should read through the entire asset guidelines. It's also good to keep national and seasonal holidays in mind when submitting your asset updates for review. Any review support blackout dates will be communicated in the developer dashboard so that turnaround times on these reviews are as transparent as possible. Aside from all the information in this video, the guidelines also contain downloadable templates to help you create these assets. As always, if you have any resources that might be helpful to the community, leave it in a comment down below. Until next time.